No time for fake ones. Just sip some Cristal with these real ones. Stars, Kate Middleton makes rare comment about her cancer journey. I didn't know this year was going to be the year that I've just had, the Princess of Wales said. Kate Middleton made a candid revelation about the year she has faced after undergoing treatment for cancer in a rare comment about that at her carol service. The Princess of Wales, 42, stepped out at Westminster Abbey, the star of the show, all dressed in red. We know what principals wear: red, white, black, and she was all in red with a black bow that folks claim she got hold of in her one job she had before getting married at an accessories retail concern named Jigsaw. Are you going to buy a bow to put around your neck so you can look like a human present? December 6th was when the action all took place for the fourth edition of her carol service. Her series of one-off specials, year after year after year, starring her. Oh, yes. It's the most major event that she's shared since on September 9th, announcing that she completed chemotherapy. Again, preventative chemotherapy for cancer had been present and excised with clean edges. Some cancer patients have spoken up and said, if that's true, you don't need preventative chemotherapy, but let's go with it. When asked about her health by pop star and Together at Christmas performer Paloma Faith, who? Kate shed light on her challenging year. I didn't know this year was going to be the year that I've just had. Wow, yeah, life is like that. You can't predict it, Princess Kate said, as seen in a video shared to X by Channel 5 News in the UK, right? They love sharing things to X. Why? Because it's a controlled platform, right? The unplanned, Faith said. The unplanned, exactly. The Princess of Wales repeated, nodding her head, adding, but I think lots of people this year have had such challenging times, and many who are here today. The Princess of Wales chose the meaningful themes of love and empathy for her carol service, held towards the end of the year she previously described as an incredibly tough time after sharing in March that she was receiving treatment for cancer. Her husband, Prince William, also previously described it as a brutal year, which he said in November has probably been the hardest year in my life, as both his wife and father, King Charles, navigated cancer diagnoses. Or did they? Leaning into love despite tough times, Kensington Palace previously said that the 1,600 guests at Princess Kate's Together at Christmas concert would include those who went the extra mile for their communities and people who have experienced difficult times this year. It was previously announced that Princess Kate invited families and survivors from the town of Southport to her carol service so that they could be exploited on camera. So that they could enjoy the service from a front row, underscoring support for the community grieving in the wake of mass stabbing at a Taylor Swift-themed dance class on July 29th, in which 3 children were unalived and 10 others, including 8 children, were injured. Right. A situation where there may have been an immigrant involved in a crime versus the people who are much greater in number who are simply suffering from poverty and lack of access to heat and food and safety, right? Here's the small, easier problem versus the larger systemic problem when you have a royal family siphoning money out of the public system, the British tax dollar, to live this opulent life. The irony. We have all the sympathy in the world for the families who suffered from that crime. But truly, the British people seem to have many more and larger problems. Yes? In any case, after it was announced that she completed chemo, announced, Princess Kate joined Prince William for a surprise visit to Southport, where they met families of the 3 young girls who were unalived and others involved in the tragedy, including the dance teacher who witnessed the horror. People understands that the Prince and Princess of Wales wanted to visit Southport to show the community that they have not been forgotten and that they'll continue to stand by them. And Princess Kate did just that with the Together at Christmas invitations. But how about providing food and heat and repairs to those people living in those run-down tenements rented by the Duchy of Cornwall? What about the people who need health care, other cancer patients? Stuff like that. What about the 9 or 10 months of no activity with the patronages? And I'm talking William and Kate. What about that? No? Oh, but they get tickets so that you can help Kate Middleton's sad fish at holiday time instead of actually serving the British people from whom money is siphoned. The Princess of Wales carol service was loaded with emotional symbolism illuminating the power of love to uplift. What a lot of empty talk. You can't even use love to uplift your relationship with your own brother-in-law and his lovely wife, Meghan Markle. So how can you really do it in any meaningful way for strangers and random members of the British public? Never mind the Commonwealth, huh? Princess Kate sent guests an emotional letter about love as a light and evening's order of service. This article is one of the most poorly edited articles I've ever seen in a major publication. Princess Kate sent guests an emotional letter about love as a light, and the evening's order of service featured a heartwarming illustration by Charlie Mackesy of a group of people walking towards Westminster Abbey with their arms interlinked and a meaningful message. "How did I help?" the text read, answered by the reply, "You were by my side, which was everything." Okay. Continuing tradition, Prince William also delivered a poignant reading, which included the powerful line, "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who lived in a land of deep darkness, on them light has shined." Okay. And, oh dear, McDonald's commercial. It was a royal family affair at the Together at Christmas service, but not for Uncle Gary or Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, where the Princess of Wales was supported by her husband William, their children Prince George XI, Princess Charlotte IX, and Prince Louis VI, her parents and siblings, and several members of the royal family, but not Charles or Camilla. Not the more prominent other royals. Some, stragglers and randoms, and of course their own nuclear family and kids, but ain't nobody else turned up. Where's Uncle Gary? He couldn't make it? Or you just didn't want to get embarrassed by his checkered past and financial malfeasance? Princess Kate's appearance there didn't signal a full return to duties, of course not, but fulfilled her hope expressed on September 9th that she hoped to undertake a few more public engagements in the coming months when I can. I thought you were fully recovered. No? You don't feel like it, or are we being phased out? And I'm using the royal we. People learned then that Kate was planning for her holiday concert. Kate's staff was planning for her holiday concert. The comments. Fancy says, "Princess Catherine is an amazing woman, mother, and role model." Yes, especially when she shirks her duties, right? That's very impressive. Inspiring, even. Kim says, "You almost have it right. It's Princess Catherine. Actually, it's HRH, Princess of Wales, Princess Catherine, not Princess Kate, nor Kate Middleton. That name left at the altar, and she is Princess Catherine. Please get it right." Alyssa says, I can't express enough the elegance, grace, class, and style Kate has. Sadly, we don't have anyone here in the USA like Princess Kate. What about Ivanka? Best wishes to all who are suffering from cancer or any other debilitating disease. God bless everyone and the royals. Mark replied to Alyssa, Actually, you're not even right. She's either HRH Catherine, Princess of Wales, or HRH Princess William of Wales. Only women born royal are given the honorific with their own name. We had this issue with Diana, but she was in heart a princess. Rosic comments, I love the royal family. I'm so glad Princess Catherine is doing well, and prayers for healing and a long life. They are a beautiful family, which is rare in these times. Beautiful examples for us. Deborah adds, so beautiful and touching. The Prince and Princess of Wales are indeed bright lights, and we can all use the reminder that large and small gestures of kindness and empathy can make a positive difference, sometimes a very meaningful one, or a very meaningless one that barely moves the needle on any issue of matter or import. Donna says, Your words have so much meaning, filled with love and hope, shining on those of us fighting our cancers. Thank you for uplifting thoughts and prayers to all on our journeys. Now, why do all these comments seem like they were written by the same person or bot farm? They're phrased exactly alike. Is it AI? Very suspicious. It doesn't seem like there are different stripes of opinion or even different ages or classes of people commenting here. And it's so poorly edited, it seems like an intern at People or Kensington Palace did this sloppy job of saying, something warm and dry but meaningless for the holidays as we run up to this, I understand, poorly rated special. But I'm glad if Kate Middleton is feeling better and getting up to events that she picks and chooses. But, it's enough of this pulling our leg and trying to fool around and act like there's a health excuse and not a separation or divorce excuse, huh? Like, can we resolve for the new year to just rip the Band-Aid off? Tell us what's going on, and let's get past this mystery and mislead and just, nobody likes it. It's not, we don't believe it. Not as Americans. I don't think the British people believe it either. It just seems like totally sus. But let me know what you think, stars.